Alright. More Alexander today. Oh, let's do that. And then drop out of there. Making sure that I didn't... Because I've been, like, AFK for a hot minute. Alright, oh, I don't even have the quest. If you had to pay me to remember what voices I gave everyone yesterday, I would not be making a cash out. Let's just say that.
Curse me for a fool. I should have known better than to underestimate the Illuminati. I assumed the missing piece in their plan was the Codex fragment, but they were talking about round rocks all along. We must mount a rescue. Now, without delay, to the Illuminati. She's no better than a cog in that monstrous machine. It is like that, it is like that she's being held somewhere, in or close to Alexander's upper body. Continue your path, push forward or through the left arm, and while the Illuminati are distracted, I will search for a way forward.
There we go. Arm of the Sun. Now we have our usual 5 minutes that it's saying. That's a Sam. Oh, that's a machinist. Okay, so looking at it, we have this whole segment to go through, right? Which are 3 regular, and then 3 extremes. So S1, P1, and then whatever the other one is. The rest of Alexander, and then the Sky Pirate stuff. And Striking Opportunity. I actually don't even know what Striking Opportunity does, but let's do this while we're waiting.
Oh, I know you. You're one of them half-mad venturers that roams around picking fights with gods and every bugger else. Well met, well met. Love your work. But you're just one of them, Paco-right crazed killers, am I right? Hells, for all I know. Might be, they're the ones what do all the work while you share the credit. Or sharing the credit. Now, killer. Don't take it personally or nothing. But I've seen it before. When it's all blood and shite and explosives, it can be hard to tell if you're pulling your weight. That's why I've been training up in Stone Sky Sea. Don't let the daft name fool you. It's a proper training ground where fighting folk like me and you can go and refine our killing prowess. If you've never been, go and look for the godly fellow out past the Black Bridge. He'll tell you the rest. You won't regret it. Okay. There is one other thing that we can do while trying to get this all to, you know, queue up properly. Look at my little frog that they gave me. And it's actually continue doing my Book of Skyfire. Considering, I don't have, much in that done. I guess it'll be something to work on while we're waiting for queues, right? You there, good sir.
You look like you enjoy bathing in the blood of your enemies. Have you perchance heard about Stone Sky Sea? You see, as a part of the initiative to reduce the numbers of disputes in the Adventurers Guild, has been forced to operate between members who accuse their comrades of contributing sufficiently to... Let me try again. He who fights with strength of stone unyielding, breathes deep of boundless sky, and embraces serenity of rolling sea. Against him none shall stand. None can stand. Sorry. That's what the Doman fellow told me to say. I don't quite understand it myself, but he seems to think it was all very clever. Right, so, in essence, we've got these ridiculous contraptions that you attack in whatever manner you deem fit. Each is supposedly tailored to the strength of some legendary beast or some madman decided to challenge once upon a time. Speaking of which, I believe one should be dropping in right about now. Let's see what this thing is that he wants me to go and fight. Like, do I have to queue up to fight this thing, or can I just fight it for funsies, like, right now while I'm waiting? Hopefully for funsies while I'm waiting. Apparently, the first time they dropped one of those was by an accident. The trainees loved it so much they started doing it all the time, though. Right, so each is tailored to the strength of a legendary fiend. The idea being that if you can defeat the dummy, you can defeat the fiend. In principle, that is, dummies don't hit back after all. But who gives a fig about any of that, eh? I nearly forgot the best part. It's free! Stone Sky Sea now available. Access to Stone Sky Sea, Trigger can be accessed by speaking with the goodly adventurer outside of Idleshire. Fight! No, because this is going to take me out, isn't it? Oh, it's a 3-minute thing. Oh, it keeps me in my queue. Let's go. Alright, so I don't actually know what this is about. I've never done this before. Obviously it serves some form of a purpose. Is it for something that, you know, I can get loot for? Beats me. Oh, let me put on my, you know, what's it called? My tank stance, because, you know, I don't want to be off. So I have 3 minutes to beat the thing. And it sinks you to 60. So let's see how good I can do within the allotted time left. I only have 1:40, so I actually don't think I'm... getting it. Actually, it was. Oh, this could be close. It is just me hitting a dummy over and over again, but I am, you know, curious about if it'll, you know, award me with anything cool. Oh yeah, I got this. Anyways, it's not like, you know, you always said I wouldn't get the timer beat or anything. That's crazy, guys. Who said that? Because then I saw Nidhogg and Thornton and, you know, the gamers. Damn, 10 seconds to spare. I wonder if it's like meant for you just to barely hit the timer, or if it's because I'm a tank. Oh, that's what this area is. Turn to the goodly adventurer. Yes. What sort of trials you offer? Okay. So everything gets adjusted based on what role you queue up as. Okay. Let's try and do this again then. I don't remember any of it, so. That's far enough, stranger. If you value your life, tell me true. Did you stumble across this marker by chance, or are you here by invitation? Then that would make you the hero the captain said to watch out for. Well met. The name's Stacia. Leofard would call me his right-hand woman, but I feel more like his bloody nursemaid, God's truth be told. Anyway, my thanks to you for coming to hear him out. If you'd follow me, I'll take you to the Red Bill's nest. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Biddle-doo, biddle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Is it Wednesday? It is. Come to you in person and you still refuse my offer? Arrogant fool. On the subject of arrogance, Radila, I bow to your superior knowledge, but
That's all the bowing you'll get from me. As I told you a dozen times before, I ain't no one's lackey.
But my dear Leofard, how else do you propose to survive an expedition into the ghost ship? I would fear for my life with naught but your feeble crewmates at my back.
Well, I'd fear for my life with your mangy crew at my back, on account of them being murderous, untrustworthy bastards to a man.
I thought you cleverer than this, Red Bill, but no matter. I always get what I want in the end. 'Tis merely a question of method.
Fire.
Now there's a face I've not seen before. You don't have the look of one of the Eofard's little birds. He's a guest. You understand the concept, don't you? You know, when someone is invited instead of just busting through the door whenever she damn well pleases. It's fair. That was Radlia, captain of the Talons. She knows Leofard's the best sky pirate alive, and the fact that he won't join her sticks in her crew.
Are you gonna let them talk to you like that, Captain? We should teach them, Red Bill, some respect.
Patience. When all this is over, we shall see who rules the skies. It's us?
Oh there, hero, I promise you high adventure, and high adventure you shall have. For we plan to board the Sea Cloud's very own ghost ship.
Sea of Clouds. Trying to fix some stuff off to the side for myself. Or what folk have taken to calling one, anyway. Every day for the past few weeks have brought with it a new sighting of the self-same vessel, a massive airship of queer design adrift on the wind. Being a curious lot, there were a few buccaneers who tried exploring below decks, but not one of them's been seen since. And so naturally, they're saying the ship's cursed, well, haunted.
Like I said, an honest-to-God's ghost ship.
He's the kind of guy who someone says like, "Whoa, did you know that this place was, you know, there was once a murder here and people think it's haunted, but it's really just the pipes." And he's like, "Oh my God, this house is haunted. I want to buy it." No, it's not haunted. It's just an old creaky house. We've had investigators. They haven't found anything.
I can't believe it's haunted.
Like, you could put facts in his face. It is a haunted ghost ship, let's be honest. But still. He believes to a fault. The fault is true, but still.
My guess is she is another relic left behind by the Alligans. But we don't know for sure. But we won't know for sure till we've had ourselves a good poke around inside and liberated whatever ancient treasure she's got moldering away in her hold, of course.
But before we start dividing up the spoils, we've got to find the damn thing, which is why we've been working on a special new device.
Bah, finding her will be the easy part. What we can't do without is a veteran explorer. What ain't afraid to fling himself face first into the jaws of danger. I know. No, now I know you're a gallant champion of the people and all. But strip away that fame and glory, and I'll wager you're still an adventurer at heart. So what say you, little? Fancy a plunge into the unknown at the side of the Red Bills?
Sure. Then it's settled. Let's pay a visit to our crewmate, Utata. She's been working away on a way to track the vessel. Utata. Hello, Claire. How are you doing? Jesus. Greetings, the name's Utata. I suppose you'd call me the Red Bill's chief engineer. Eating lunch? Very nice. Hope your day's been going good. Of engineering, smithing, carpentry, magitech. If it's part of an airship, I can fix it. Just don't expect to see me waving a cutlass and swinging over the rails if there's fighting to be done. Well, that's what we have you for. Thank you. That's where we are now. Well met, ladies and gentlemen, our gentle pirates. Now that we appear to have our hero, I'm happy to report. I was gonna say I must be happy to report. I'm happy to report that we've overcome the last obstacle of boarding the ghost ship, or to boarding the ghost ship.
Meaning, your project is proceeding as planned.
That it is, Captain. I knew this would be the perfect place to take readings. The scant amount of background aether makes it easy to follow the derelict's trail. The ghost ship has what Utata tells us is a unique ether signature. She's been building a device. If it's part of the aetheretic round that was installed for the Enterprise, I don't think she could fix that. I mean, probably only one way to find out. Make her do it. I feel like she more means if it's part of a pirate airship, then she could fix it. Not like the heroic world-saving kind of airships. A device that can sniff out this particular spectral flavor and point us in the right direction. I call it the Ecto Compass. I don't like that name for some reason. It allows me to collect some solid data on the vessel's movement and plot a reliable intercept course. No groping blindly through the clouds for us. Not grappling. All the ships are loaded and ready to fly. Just say the word, Captain. That's not a word, he nodded his head.
Utata, you'd best stay here, out of harm's way. Keep an eye on the ether trails, eh?
Aye, Captain. Grab an armload of treasure for me.
Now, we've got no way of knowing what's waiting for us on that cursed hulk. But also, you'd best bring along a few mates. You know,
Or a few mates what you know you can trust. There we go. I forgot a word there for a second.
Don't hurt to be too careful, seeing how you'll be going on in first and all. I did tell you you'd be going in first, didn't I? Well, you will. An honest to God's ghost ship. This is gonna be an adventure and a half.
The Void Arc is now accessible. Crazy. Whoa. Is that part of my thing? Is that Void Arc? Sweeping City. Alright, that's just that. I mean, God, yeah, I'm not getting, like, Arm of the Sun at all. Which kind of sucks. And then the FC's doing an event, so I can't really ask, I don't think, at the moment. You know what I'll do for now, actually? Let's withdraw. Although, it does pain to do that. Let's have the two queued up together and see what we get. What can I do in the meantime? That's like the only downside to doing the raids and everything is... I can join in a little bit if you want to stall. I can stall for a bit. How am I gonna stall? Ooh. I can do this for now. Let's just run through a random leveling dungeon, I guess. Oh, wait. Oh, that is the only thing I have queued up. I feel like today's like a very slow day for queue times in general. Because yesterday I got what? 6 raids done. But now, I was waiting over 20 minutes for a single queue. As a tank, too. It's kind of bananas. That's where that was popping off earlier. Damn. I don't know. I think I'm just like queuing up for the stuff that people don't want to do. Ooh, nice. Any ones that like you had like specific troubles with, I guess, because you did mention that a lot of people are kind of, you know, a little dumb sometimes. But I guess if they were fun trials, then things went well. Ooh. I am number 1 in the roll list. Let's go. They should also get me to 65, hopefully. I mean, it's 100k plus experience I need, so it wasn't too bad. Had 2 good healers. They knew how the mechs worked. Okay, that's good. I think so long as like the healers and tanks somewhat know what they're doing, things go good. Oh, hello, Among Us guy. I can't pull too badly, I don't think. I'll see how this goes, I guess. Oh, I don't even have my... Oh, I got 3 attacks right now. This is some... Oh, guys. I have Berserk. Yeah, I have Berserk, but I don't have Storm's Path, which is what I was hoping to have. But Storm's Path isn't until 26, and this is just 3 levels too short. Did I say Among Us? I meant Fall Guys. Oh my god. Hey, I ain't all up there. You know what? You know. They're both little beans, right? Kids go crazy for both. Although a Fall Guys crossover is a lot better than an Among Us crossover for 14, so I'm going to redact my defense. One is slightly more violent. Yeah. I didn't get to dye my glam red before we started. No. Oh, because he's red mage. Oh, that's... I've never played either game, but watching Among Us. Watching Among Us is very fun. Playing Among Us isn't as fun unless you have, like, a proper group of people that, you know, are willing to, I guess, mess around a little bit. Because, like, playing with randoms never seemed fun. Oh yeah, I wanted to look at everyone's adventure. Oh, a bun boy. That is a bun boy, right? Yeah, that's bun boy. Motion would be horrific. Absolutely. Especially since it's all like the game doesn't have voice chat, so everyone would just have to text, and I feel like reading through all the scuffed writing would be horrible, and then that's if people even want to talk about what happened in it. Did I miss a... I can run this way, even though I know I can do the little jump down. For some reason I feel like I missed a chain. I actually might have. It's far more fun than hitting on people you don't. Exactly. Like, if I can't rat out one of my friends for doing something when I know for a fact they didn't do it, it's not worth it. Mario Party's proof of that. Absolutely. God, I haven't played a Mario Party game in so long. up here, the last one? No, we did just miss one, I'm guessing. I knew I was missing something somewhere. It's gotta be up there. Yep. I don't. I would end up screwing. To achieve victory. Where did we miss this chain? I mean, it sounds like the first thing. There can only be one winner. I mean, yeah, there can only be one winner. Where was this first oh, wow. You know, it's fine. We figured it out. It was a little dumb, but it gives you more time to eat. Exactly. See, everything works out for a reason. I want to heal this. The water. Oh no. Honestly, it can't be that bad. No, it doesn't do that much, I don't think. Level up. With the doctor's hat. Do pray one time and I'll move out of one mechanic. Damn. Honestly though, kind of baller. Bum 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 dun dun. Bee dee bee dee bee bee dee bee doo bee dee bee doo bee doo. Had to make sure none of them had a cutscene going. And also use it as a chance to take a drink of my water. Ba-na-na-na. Do 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 do. Ouch. Let's go. So hard. Ooh, that was 390k. I'm level 35 now, or 65 now, not 35. Ha ha ha, that would be horrible if I was only level 35. Bum, 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 do 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 do. All right, next would be a 50, 51, 59, 60. Rival wings, oh fine. Hello, Ari, how you doing? Ooh, ah, there's the Declare. Invite. Let's do this on sync because apparently synced doesn't work today. It is that one. Nice motorcycle. Ah, damn. I forget if there's any like good armor that comes out of Omega, or not Omega. Ooh, true. Well, only one way to find out. I think it'll just take me a little bit longer, but yeah. Ah, I love this area so much. Nailed it. Oh, the kitty cat. So you were saying, and this is Koji Foxing. Sorry, I had to be muted for a little bit there. And hello, Daniel. Hope you have a good time doing whatever you need to do. And thank you for lurking. I need to, like, get a playlist of just, like, 14 music. Oh, kaboom. So I'm one away from getting my max second chances on my book, which I guess I'll run my book tonight, if anything.
Shock. Uplander sends quick think scurrying. Illuminati think twice before threatening us again. Uplander is nearly through left arm. Next Uplander must push forward into inner part to save round rocks.
And save round rocks. Forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back.
Congratulations on your victory over Quick Thinks. While you were busy dismantling his flying machine, I finished charting Alexander's interior. The chamber you reached is situated in its innermost part of the left sector, which means your next aim should be...
Shock. Backrix does not trust treasure hunter. 3 years ago she summoned metal giant.
Lurking 2 was looking for a stream to listen to like a podcast. Ah, thank you very much, Luna. Thank you for picking out this to vibe to. Don't mind my ability to stutter and not read. I swear I might be 24 years old, but I sometimes have the reading comprehension of a toddler.
That's just because I'm bad at reading out loud while doing voices. Which are, I can't really call these voices at this point, but...
Backrix wonders if she still wishes to finish mission of dead comrades. I mean, I'm on Backrix's side.
I do not blame you for doubting me. Truth be told, my former mentors often stressed that we were unthinkable, were the unthinkable to happen. It would be my burden as the youngest to carry on their work. But building the Codex's perfect world was their dream, not mine. I only borrowed it. As long as I was with those I hold dear, I could happily have devoted myself to any cause. Seeing their passion, their joy, that was what filled me with the resolve. And it was that which drove me to collect the pieces of the Codex. All their talk of learning and reason, of justice and perfection, meant little to me in itself. I sometimes wonder why I was able to read the Enigma Codex in the first place. Mayhap it was because my youthful mind was a blank slate, receptive to any ideal, if put cognitively enough, convincingly enough, actually, not cognitively. I'm a little stupid. In the end, of course, it doesn't matter. The primal took my friends' passion, their joy, and their idealism. Depends on how you want to pronounce it, I guess, right? You can read it. And ground them into dust. They made an excellent vinyl disc. You know how, like, some people, when they die, they get cremated, they can turn into, like, a vinyl record? Some people get turned into bongs, other people get turned into tattoo ink.
It's crazy what you can do while being cremated. Though I survived, my commitment to the cause did not. Put simply, I had no need for a perfect world without them to share it. So believe me when I tell you, I did not seek Alexander's return to dream, Alexander's return to realize the dreams of the dead. I only wish to see them again. I sort of trust her.
Meaning your leader.
I don't remember the voice I gave him, but I feel like Scruffy is the way to go.
Trying to ink for a portrait for myself as I can stare at everyone forever. Honestly, that sounds like an amazing idea. Feel like I will want you to mount me over the fireplace, just, you know, the picture of me,
And just let me stare at everyone.
put you at the head of the table so you can always stare at them while they're eating, just as like a little unsettling reminder.
The section of Alexander you have been exploring is called Midas, after a king of a legend of Eld.
Midas entering the gods, entreated the gods for a finger that would turn all he touched into gold, and the gods duly obliged. But in his carelessness, he transformed the one he loved most in the world into a lifeless golden statue, and thus the thing he coveted became his undoing. So it was with me and mine. We had but paused for a moment to consider the means, and not simply the end. Mayhap my friends would still be alive, but we did not, and they are gone. My one remaining wish is simple, to speak with the man I love once more. If I could do that, I would be satisfied. There, I have told you everything. Assuming no one else wishes to question my motives, I would speak of Roundrox's rescue, as was my original intent. Now listen well. Alexander is divided into 3 main sections, each powered by an independent core. You have already fought your way through to the innermost part of Midas, the left arm. The core lies only a little way beyond, but you may be sure that the Illuminati will have deployed the bulk of their forces to defend it. Hold on a minute. Why would they choose to keep Roundrox there? The core are just power sources. You're correct, and Alexander is... And the answer is, they wouldn't. Roundrox is most likely being held within Alexander's upper body, but the Illuminati have locked the entrance from either arm, making it impossible to enter. Our only choice is to stop the core, and in doing so, stop Alexander. I see. Why, that's actually rather clever. The Illuminati need Roundrox to control the Primal, but if they can't move, they'd have no need for her. At the very least. They'll have no choice but to keep her safe until the Primal is in working order again.
Activating those cores would have used up every last crystal the Illuminati had. If we destroy the second one, I doubt they'll have enough to get them operational again.
Shock. Do Uplanders truly think Metal Giant can be toppled?
Yes. Hello, random person. Ah. An Elysium.
Shock. Treasure hunters truly believe souls of lost love sleeps in Metal Giant. Madness. but Backrix does not dissolve, or does not doubt resolve to rescue Round Rocks. Go with me deep into Midas, and deactivate Second Core. But do not underestimate the Illuminati. Day and night, they bring supplies into Steel Fortress. Backrix suspects Illuminati are tinker-making new weapons.
Air. Straight from flyer, dude. Oh, I'm not finding that out. All good to go, Claire? Renfu knockout, Shiva EX with E3. Sure. Shiva or Ifrit? Do you have a preference over which one you want to do? Like, is there one that you would say is easier than the other, or? Either? Okay. We'll just go into... I don't mind looking at some blue right now. Yeah, one then the other. Forward and back, and forward and back, do forward and back, and
It's me. She chose me.
and then the good music starts. Yep, that's always how it goes. You said Ifrit. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-do. Holy shit. I forgot what the right, you know, moment, you can just mess him up. Bahamut greater than Ifrit, obviously. Another rotation of them, right? Hmm. Do
So itchy.
at least my shoulder is. You guys ever just get like one of those itches that are just so deep you can't get it? You just have to like punch the shit out of wherever's itching. I'm gonna be AFK for a quick second. Sorry about that. Let's see. It's the new mount from the island, and it's a 2-seater.
I sit on it. I sit on you. Yeah.
So cool. I for a bit couldn't see or hear what you were doing. Which is also good to go. That's fair. So back to Alexander stuff. Or did you need another like round of the 2? Or any other ones that you need to run that I have access to still? Good to go? Okay. The music on this bike is really nice. And yeah, so the reason I brought that itch up, Daniel, is because I have one like in my like thigh or whatever it is. And I've just been like hitting it, and I'm really hoping it doesn't get picked up on the microphone because that would sound really weird. It's the groovy one. Yeah. Is this the Power Ranger guy? Forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward. Yeah, I'm just here to stall them. Sounds like a Daft Punk song right now. Voltron, yeah, that's what it is. I love the little trumpets. The first time I heard those, I was crying. It was so funny. And then I brought my friend through these for the first time, and he didn't know what to expect from the music, and he heard that one and just broke out into laughter. Cool guys don't look at explosions. Midas complete.
It's the trumpet.
It's a good track. I'll say the what it might lack in story every once in a while, the Alexander raids have really good music.
Second Corps, I do believe once that's out of commission, Alexander won't be going anywhere. Don't know why his voice sounds like this now, but it does. More at 11.
It's like a guy who's been smoking a pack a day for 60 years started doing news broadcasting. Diane, would that I could see you just once more.
Damn.
Forward and back, forward and back.
Farewell, my love.
the coil story, but at least they improved the experience. Yes. The fights are better. I don't think anything... I don't know if anything in this raid set beats seeing Bahamut pop up. Yeah, the Omega stuff, they hit out of the park in comparison to the previous two. You! And then, Eden, and then I won't say what Endwalkers is, but fantastic.
Too frightened to face us alone, I see. Not that I blame you. We all know what Little did to you last time. Pshock. To usher in further, in future that has been writ, even strongest Gabi must sometimes pretend to be weak, and enemies win.
The suplex the ghost train in a future patch. Let's do it.
Oh, pretending, were you? I suppose losing this core was all a part of your plan. Don't make me laugh. You know as much about the future as we do.
They do. They tie in very well. Like, especially, Shadowbringers, that they have to consider that part of the MSQ. Like, it has too much story that fits in with it.
Quick Thinks knows all. For example, Quick Thinks knows one among Uplanders carries true fragment of Enigma Codex.
Exactly. Like, it's a part of the post MSQ, but then it's not really.
It seems the game's up, Biggs. There's no hiding the truth from Quick Thinks. Very well, I admit it, I have the fragment, but I won't be handing it over to the likes of you.
Oi, Wedge! Didn't you hear him? He knows all! Which means he knows that what you're carrying is a worthless rock, while I've got the genuine article tucked away in me small clothes.
Yes, bud, you do. Oh, really? Ooh, I'm excited to see about that. Yeah.
Quick Thinks already knows the conclusion of Uplander's childish games.
He's coming for me. Eh? What's he waiting for?
Long ago, outcome was decided. Uplander thinks they are victorious.
I need to do 6.5. I really do. Since raids aren't going on anymore, I don't really have to, like, focus on anything in specific for, like, leveling up my character. So, yeah, I can just run through it now and do my merry little enjoyment on the weekend of not knowing what to do. Because I've been going on that character, and I'm like, I want to do, like, 6.5, but I also have, like, I'm waiting for one of my friends to be ready to do 6.5 with him, because we usually do the patches together. But I might just say screw it and do it, and then just help him through the dungeons.
Long ago, outcome was decided. Uplander thinks they are victorious, but luck is no friend to them today. What? And now Enigma Codex belongs to Illuminati. All pieces fall into our hands. Kupo.
Even though that's not a Koopa, I feel like it'd be funny if he did say Koopa for some reason.
All's I can make out. The thing's in good working order. No damage, no signs of tampering. I can only think it was an energy fluctuation that did it. Just bad luck. Even though this isn't his voice again, he's still smoking a pack a day.
Bad luck. You're saying it was pure chance the platform stopped at that exact moment. Then what about quick thinks? There was no way he could have predicted something like that. Odds would be
Infinitesimal? Abysmal and infinite mixed together?
Well, however he did it, the fact remains that he did. But that doesn't mean we have to stand for it. When someone takes something from you, you just have to take it back. Stuck. Do Uplanders forget something? Matters are too urgent for such foolish doings. What? Tongue flaps of Uplander make Bactrix almost to laugh. Uplander claims already to have stopped Core and lost Fragment to quick things. Pshuck. Look here, Uplander. Bactrix has brain case like steel trap, catching all things heard and all things seen. As you saw Uplander leave, but few. Infinitesimal. Best second. Fair, thank you. But moments ago, Bactrix thinks something is amiss.
Really small. Ah.
Bactrix is certain that Uplander left for Metal Giant only but moments before returning.
Like a Lalafell. Absolutely. We tiny.
He watches Uplander disappear over horizon with own two eyes. But it is impossible to return so soon if Uplander's tale is true. Why Treasure Hunter makes such claims Bactrix does not know. Go Uplander. Trade tongue flaps with me. And together think of explanation.
Oh, this guy's still here. Hey, buddy. How you doing, little weirdo?
Have you been able to make any sense of Bactrix's account?
According to his version of the events, we would scarcely have time to have reached the core, much less shut it down. We were all there, and we all know what happened.
Are you sure he's not just confused? Maybe he's got a lot in that data of his and forgot the time.
I'm afraid not. That is, unless the goblin standing watching Alexander was also confused. His reports corroborate Bactrix's. No. Something else is going on here. I'm certain of it. The question is, what? If we assume for a moment that the goblin's account are true, and hardly any time has passed since we entered the barrier around Alexander.
Time is a little messy-wessy.
Time stopped? Impossible.
Impossible? You mean like Quick Think's predicting exactly what was going to happen in the core room? I hate to say it, but maybe he wasn't talking out of his arse. If time doesn't work in there, Maybe he saw the future.
Maybe there may be another explanation for that. There is a deep device, or a device deep within Alexander, capable of performing complex mathematical calculations. It is not outside the realm of possibility that it could be used to predict the outcome of a simple event.
Using mathematics to predict the future? Now, even if I could believe that, it wouldn't explain the business with Bactrix.
Biggs is right. Perhaps the presence of the primal somehow disrupted the flow of time within the barrier. It's only a theory. A game theory, sorry. Of course, and a far-fetched one at that, but it might go some way towards explaining recent events. To be clear, you're implying the Illuminati are aware of this temporal disruption, and have been using it somehow to gaze into the future. Very well, if you are willing to accept that, why not go further? It might not be the case that they have found, a way to bend time to their will? By moving back and forth in time, the Illuminati could effectively manipulate the present, however they saw fit. They would ever remain one step ahead of ours. Our every effort doomed to fail from the first.
Now that's the sobering theory, but it's still only a theory. Right? There's no point panicking just yet. Wedge, give the chief a call upon your link pearl. Why don't you? If anyone knows how to untangle this knot, it's him.
Chief, it's me. It's about Alexander. You've noticed something strange about the time inside the primal. What? No, not our time inside the primal. The time in... I mean, it's time itself, Chief. Maybe best that you just came here. Aye, we'll wait for your arrival.
Is that a heated debate I hear? Boys, you started without me. Now, what was it that you were saying over the link pearl? Something about running out of time?
Sid insisted I accompany him, though I would have come even had he not. Matters have taken a turn for the worse, I gather.
You can say that again.
Etheric fluctuations are akin to those I observed shortly before the primal's awakening. In the absence of a functioning core, its form is dissipating, albeit slowly.
Yashola, would you mind lending me your goggles for a moment? It can't hurt to have a second opinion. What in the seven hells? The ether around from the primal is flowing backwards, as if time were passing in reverse. That cannot be.
Such a phenomenon is wholly without precedent. Knowing little of this primal's capabilities, however, it would be remiss to discount the possibility outright. It is as we fear. If it is as we fear, then at this very moment, Alexander would be undergoing our efforts to shut down its core. Undoing our efforts to shut down its core.
All of our labors will have been for naught.
Ah, the treasure hunter of whom we have heard so much. You seem unperturbed by our outlandish speculations. Was this perchance the subject of Wedge's communication? Indeed.
God help us. If there is anything to this truth, it won't matter how many cores we disable. The Illuminati will simply undo any damage we cause.
Then what do we do, Chief? How do we even begin to fight something like that?
Punch him right in the wiener.
To erase the past, to return to a clean state. Could Diane have known? That's an interesting, chair for a hairdresser. I think, Round Rocks is, getting their hair did. This is really vast to a degree.
Preparations for the restoration of the Enigma Codex are complete. Calculations show margin of error for future readings is 0.03%. Foolish Gabi, when future is decided, there is no error. There is no failure. Listen well, chosen of Illuminati. At last, all pieces are in place. No longer must we suffer foolishness of unwise. Time is come to backstrike inferiors. Will make way for perfect world or die. Now restore Enigma Codex.
Here. Please don't do that to Round Rocks. Poor kid. The gears of time.
Now is Alexander Illuminati's to control. Soon will cores disabled by Uplanders be disabled no longer. Reverse time. Once power flows to third core, Alexander will be fully operational. And with third core, will its true potential awaken. Wings of time will unfurl. And all of history will be at mercy of Illuminati. chosen ones will amend mistakes of past and reshape world into perfection. Shock. At last, prophecies of Enigma Codex will be fulfilled. And Quick thinks all thoughts will rule as king of new world, of correct world.
Oh, I didn't know that, but that's really cute.
Chosen ones, menders of history, be proud to serve as builders of this paradise.
But it also does make like complete sense, obviously, but didn't know that though. Pardon me.
Yashol and the chief have returned to Matoya's cave, don't worry. Between them, they're sure to find the answer to our problems. If it's still waiting on the shelf of Charlian annals, if it isn't waiting on the shelf of the Charlian annals, it'll be in some of the forgotten corner. It's a forgotten corner of the chief's brain. You mark my words. And next time we meet Quick Thinks, we'll be ready for him.
Adventurer, there's something I would like to discuss with you, but mayhap be best to wait until we're safely back at the short stop.
I will see you there. You mean like right over the hill? Like literally right over there?
Well, bike.
Whoa, it's you. Oh, it's not you, but you're wearing her outfit. Thought I hit. There we go.
I suppose I should try to apologize. I should start by apologizing for everything. Were it not for me, the Illuminati would have never summoned that infernal machine, or gained the means to control it. And now Quick-Think possesses power to manipulate time, to foresee the future and erase the past. I dare not think how he will use it. Returning the core to their former state was but a foretaste. When all three are active, Alexander can traverse both time and space. Nothing will stand between the Illuminati and their twisted utopia. We cannot let it come to that, Little. However, somehow we must find a way to stop them.
It is like pitch black outside, and it is only 5:30. That should be illegal. Especially when there's no snow outside. Like, I can deal with it when there's snow, but no snow, it's just weird.
But first, we must rescue Round Rocks. Of all the innocent victims of this sorry tale, her plight pains me the most. The short stop just isn't the same without her. I hope someone will keep her treasure safe until she returns.
I'm gonna take a quick little break. I'm gonna come back, restart the game, and then we'll continue. Alright. Alright, let's do the quick reset. I went back to my world. For a few. Ready? I just learned some stuff out about what's going on with some family members, so sorry for taking a little bit extra time on that. But
All should be good now.
I don't know if anyone I think I spoke about this a little bit yesterday, but I don't know if anyone else is a fan of Dead by Daylight, but they just announced the next killer, and I'm so excited. Because there's just like a bunch of got distracted by something on the side. Chucky is the next killer for Dead by Daylight, and I'm so excited because I've been begging for that for years now. Out of all the psychotic little murderers out there for movies and stuff, he's my favorite. And then my best friend got the character she wanted as a killer in the game, which was a xenomorph. So I was like, could you imagine if Chucky's the next one? And lo and behold, my little demon boy is there. My little good guy. Kind of want to rewatch the first Chucky movie now. It is a Christmas movie if you think about it. So I can watch it there. When the first Child's Play was good. I'm honestly a fan of all of them, but the first one was like a genuinely good movie. The remake is one of the worst things ever. That's the thing. I wasn't really like afraid during any of them. I just kind of like the way the story progressed, and I like those over-the-top ridiculous things. So it's like right up my alley. But the first one is the best one. I need to like convince my parents to watch it at a point because they've never watched Chucky, but I know they would enjoy it. Ah, adventurer. You came at an opportune moment. It would seem we have a visitor. I was pacing about, thinking of round rocks, when something in the shadows drew my eye. I caught only a brief glimpse, but it bore an uncanny resemblance to Quickthinks' constant companion. Shanoa, was it? The coral, if the coral's here, there's a good chance her Illuminati keeper's close by. We'd best track her down and quickly follow me. Terminator was originally a horror movie and everything became an action. Was it first Terminator? I've never watched the Terminator movies, so can't really speak on those, but was it really like supposed to be a horror movie? I also need to watch the Alien movies still, because I haven't watched those. Just as I thought, it is Shanoa. Or is it? One coral kitten looks much like the same, much the same as another, and she doesn't seem to have brought any of her friends. Over there. Uplanders, what are all the scrape crashings and call actually?
an Illuminati spy sent by Quick Things to observe our movements, like as not. Given the sizable disadvantage at which we find ourselves, we thought it best to relieve him of his duty. He spent his final moments babbling about the Illuminati's deranged schemes, claimed that one of the final core was activated, and Alexander fully operational. The fortress would gain the power to travel through time, taking them along with it. He seemed quite convinced that Quick Things was a prophet of sorts, a traveler from the future come to the present to return history to its proper state. Aye, and that's not the half of it. According to him, the battle for history has already been won. And not by us, for the future is writ in the Enigma Codex, and we but played out our roles in it. Quick Things, a traveler from the future. That would certainly explain how he was anticipating our every move, but could it be that he has already conquered the world of tomorrow? Have all our efforts been in vain?
Bah, tongue flaps of crazed Illuminati make brain case hurt. Backricks would speak of different subject, but brings Uplander to shortstop.
Having settled upon a plan of action, Sid and I were in the process of making our final preparations with Master Matoya, when the kitten scampered in, mewing as if to beckon us. We followed her. We duly followed her. My brain's melting, and she led us here, much to the dismay of the fellow at our feet. I'm not one to look a gift coral in the mouth, but something about all of this doesn't sit right with me. She's been at Quick Thinks' side, make that on his bloody head. Every step of the way, and now she decides to betray her keepers? If the cat could speak our tongue, I would have a question or two for her, mayhap even 3. I cannot believe I'm even considering this, but then it would be the strangest thing I've heard today. It wouldn't have been the strangest thing I've heard today. You there, cat. You're Shanoa. Quick Thinks is a little familiar. Are you 2 mews for yeah, 1 for nay? Does she truly? Do you want to go home?
Mew.
7 hells. I think the bloody furball might actually understand us. But that doesn't mean we can trust her. For all we know, she could be here to do her master's dirty work.
A moment, Uplanders. Tongue flaps of round rocks. Come to Batrix's brain case 3 years ago. Batrix's brain case 3 years ago, when Round Rocks found Codex Splinterstone. Round Rocks says Black Coral Child is there, on looking. Backrix thinks, nothing of this then, but now.
Mean to imply that Shanoa was present when we attempted the summoning? I very much doubt that. If she were a kitten 3 years ago, she would be a fully grown Corel by now. Unless that is, she took a shortcut through time. An implausible theory, I grant you, but one we cannot dismiss. In the light of recent events, if true, it would raise a still more troubling possibility that Round Rocks' discovery of the Codex was no mere coincidence, but an event orchestrated by Quick Things to further his own ends. Oh, this just keeps getting better and better. Look, wherever it's going on here, we're not like to find it by standing around talking. We need to delve deeper into that fortress. And as luck would have it, Wedge claims his latest invention will allow us to do just that. I've sent him and Biggs on ahead to the Maker's quarters to perform their final test. Meet them there. when you're ready. I'll join you as soon as my own preparations are complete. Bum, ba, da, da. To travel back in time, to set past wrongs aright. Who would resist such temptation? How grievous the consequences of surrendering to it. For in allowing the past to consume us and making our every choice, our every action, the correct one, would we not cease to live in the present and in turn lose sight of the future? 'Tis a path not to redemption, but into madness. Off we go on a trip to find our other guy. Little, all fired up and ready to go. Are we? Then I'd best hurry up and brief you on the task at hand. In a nutshell, we will be attacking the Primal on two fronts. As we speak, Yashtol is leading an attempt to cut off the Primal source of ether. Our job, meanwhile, will be to head into the belly of the beast and rescue young Roundrocks. Without her, to view the Enigma Codex Forum, the Illuminati won't be able to turn back time anymore, giving us a fighting chance of beating the bastards. The chief reckons, there we go, now I can do his voice, that the shortest path is through the giant's great noggin. The only problem being that it is inside the barrier. Not to worry though. Wedge's latest wonder will take care of that. He's doubled it BBG2, which tells me, he tells me is for barrier be gone. Of course, the barrier doesn't serve to keep folk out, it serves to keep the Primal in. That being why Mead and her mates raised the bleeding thing in the first place. So, the moment it goes down, there'll be nothing to stop the Colossus from running rampant, if it has a mind to. Which means we're going to need to move fast. The chief will be take the Excelsior in as close as he can to Alexander's head, where you'll jump off and secure a way inside. Wasting no time, you'll then climb back aboard, and Wedge will re-engage the barrier. All before the metal fiend, even our metal friend, not fiend, even knows what's happening. Got it? Good. Just cause, or not just, good. Cause, I'm losing it, guys. We've got our work cut out for us. Let's get going. Duh.
Is this the part of the last four? One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. But I need to do this. I need to invite Claire. That's the wrong button. That's the wrong button. Invite to party. Eye of the Creator. It's been a very sporadic and, you know, messy stream of sorts, and I apologize for that.
Alright, there. Time to deactivate the barrier. The smoke is too thick, can't see a damn thing. You'll have to press on alone.
Yes, sir.
eyes of the Creator.
Ooh. This doesn't add up. He's so cool. Faust Zed. Moving to the life support sector. Whoa, big boy. I believe. Oh, my damage is even worse. I mean, it's meant to be like a slow burn of a guy. Hell yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Mapping the realm, Alexander 1. Going back on the topic of horror movies, what would you say is the scariest horror movie? Or at least scariest one you've seen?
Fine work, old friend. Thanks to you, we have our way in. Stay where you are, we're coming.
But first, now that you're clear, we had best get that barrier back up before the big fellow gets restless. Wedge, ready the BBG-2. And reactivate the barrier on my mark. Mark! Because I hear a lot of people say Hellraiser is very disturbing and Texas Chainsaw is very, you know, unsettling. I don't know, I've heard some people say it's actually really scary, but that also kind of depends on the person, I guess. I haven't been scared of movies since I was a kid. Original It. Ooh, I have not watched the It movies, but I have heard the original one was very creepy. I only recently, like past 2 years or so, actually started enjoying horror movies and stuff. But it's not one that's on my list. I'm just I'm not scared of clowns, but I'm not a fan of spooky clowns.
Excellent timing, Y'shtola. Little has done it. We have a clear path into the heart of the beast.
Good. 'Tis a relief to hear that at least one side of the operation proceeded according to plan. Yeah, it is very jump scare heavy now. There's nothing that's really unsettling anymore. Like, that's what you wanted horror to be. You wanted to be creeped out. You wanted to have your, like, skin crawl. You didn't want to be getting a yell out every time. You just wanted to, you know, be not terrified, but, like, freaked and uncomfy, I would say, are, like, the main goals of older horror films. And then now, they're not. The same might not be said for the other. Our efforts to cut off the primal source of ether provided wholly inefficient. Quite why, I cannot say, though I am hopeful that one among us can. Psychological horror could be good. Yeah. I agree on that one. I don't know what you would count it down, because, I mean, it's a zombie series, but it did give me, like, that creepy aspect a little bit more, and it came from humans, not zombies, but The Last of Us, the TV show, did very good at hitting unsettling and, like, creepy aspects, but wasn't like a, you're jumping, and you're afraid. The second to last episode, whichever one it was probably the most unsettling one. Especially if you played the games when it's in winter and Ellie's alone. Horrible area. Horrible, like, a fantastic story, but, like, horrible stuff going on for her.
What? Mead? On the basis that she summoned the damn thing, you mean I think you better explain?
Like all primals, Alexander constantly draws ether from the surroundings, both to sustain itself and to gain in strength. Master Matoya and I believe we could disrupt, or at the very least, inhabit this inhibit. There we go. My brain didn't want to say it. This process by means of Arcanima. By creating a vast, impassable etheric membrane between the primal and the land from which it drinks, which is why the old witch had me place those infernal devices of hers at every nook and cranny of this place. Are you telling me they didn't work? Yes and no. As far as we can tell, the Arcanima are functioning precisely as intended, and yet, for reasons we have been unable to ascertain, they have had no measurable effects on the primal. Alright, out with it, Mead. Is there anything you haven't told us? We need to hear it now. We're running out of options. I fear it will not avail us, but very well. It all began with a curious encounter in my younger days. I was out playing on my own one day when a stranger appeared before me. He told me anything my heart wished for could be mine, but if I heeded his words. So that brings me up to a question, Luna. Which would you say is a good psychological horror movie? Oh. In my youth, I did not fully comprehend what this man was proposing at the time. Nevertheless, his words seemed to burn themselves into my very soul. Reunite the scattered shards of the Enigma Codex, he said, and perform the sacred rite before the ruins that yet stand strong against the river's flow. Then and only then shall your hopes and dreams become reality. And with that, he handed me a relic, a horn, with a tip of metal, which seemed so foreign to his hail from another world. It would serve as a catalyst for the summoning, he said. A gift from your friend Travenich. And then he was gone. Travanich. I know the man. Our paths crossed during my time in Limsa, in the days before the calamity. I might have guessed that the Ascians had a hand in this. The horn of which you speak was once rumored to reside on Seal Rock. It is a lost relic of the ancients with a power to manipulate etheric energy in the very air around us. The Scions have long pursued the horn, fearing the devastation that it might ensue. There were an artifact of such power to fall into the wrong hands. Finally, do I begin to see. If I have the right of it, Alexander's Third Corps is using the horn to draw ether from far and wide. It is little wonder our plan failed. Even without moving an ilm, the Primal possesses the means to drain not only this land of ether, but our very star.
Then our course is clear. If the old witch's magics won't avail us, we shall just have to get inside and dismantle the core the old-fashioned way. With a gun!
Indeed. And yet we must be wary. We have seen the course of time reversed once before, and we may well see it again. Even should we succeed in destroying our target, there is not to prevent the Illuminati from simply returning the stricken core to its previous state. Aye. They are free to turn back the clock again and again, the Primal growing stronger all the while. So, what do we do then? We can't just give up. I can't really say, because horror in general is not my favorite genre. Something class, maybe? Ooh, okay. I can get behind The Shining. So, is it not? I see people die. Thank you very much. I was going to ask if he's anyone that we've known. That if I just don't remember hearing his name. But that's cool that, 1.0 is still mentioned at times. Obviously the calamity and everything, but like specific characters that are no longer seen from there are still reoccurring problems, even if they don't exist, technically. I haven't seen The Shining either, but again, I do hear it's a very creepy, unsettling, and all-around good horror film. My psychological horror is just watching cop shows now, because nothing is scarier than the possibilities of reality.
No, we press on, lest we forget controlling Alexander requires the Codex, and the Codex is but a useless piece of stone without the mind of the Gobby girl.
Here's Johnny. Red rum. Did you know that red rum is murder backwards?
Which I think is like one of the more enjoyable realizations, because obviously I've never seen The Shining. I just know the red rum quote. I know the here's Johnny, and that's basically it, because of the two most popular lines from that movie. And then people be like, I was today years old when I found out that red rum was murder backwards. I like the I was today years old trend though, because sometimes it's really interesting things, and other times it's like, how did you not know? And then other times it's stupid, like, I was today years old when I found out Hannah Montana is also Miley Cyrus. If we can rescue Round Rocks, Quick thinks we'll have no way to flip the hourglass. The Circle of Knowing once asked me with recovering the horn, and 'twas through mine own neglect that Travanhat acquired it. And now, it now endangers the world is my responsibility. Even were I not a scion, I should do all in my power to make amends. Whatever assistance I can offer, it is yours. Then it begins. I'll send word to our friends in Adelshire. Biggs, Wedge, ready the Excelsior. Little prepare for departure. Let Operation Rescue Round Rocks commence. Yes, sir. Look at how big he is. Why are there 2 cats? Is that our man on the inside? It shows how much they love and care for the game.
7 L's. It wasn't enough to make those Illuminati lunatics had a bleeding time machine, was it? No, it had to be a time machine with the power to destroy the whole bleeding world. I mean, I'm used to the future of Eorzea being at stake, but this is the future, past and present, all rolled into one. I have to get Round Rocks out of there before those gobbies can put any more of their crazy schemes into motion.
They really don't like retcons. Nope. They're like, if we put it in here, we will work on it. Schrodinger. Forgot that's what you were named. I love it.
Speaking of gobbies, have you talked to Aquix lately? Turns out the kitten wasn't Shinoa after all, just a doppelganger. He was already taking the little furball back to shortstop to give it a name. Schrodinger, or however you pronounce it.
Is the cat real or it isn't? Yeah.
Or however you pronounce it. Anyway, I'd best be heading back that way myself. See you there, little. Ready to head back into the belly of the beast, little? Alright, let's get this rescue mission off the ground. First, some good news. While the barrier was down, we were able to get our first look inside Alexander's innards. Far as we can tell, Round Rocks is being held captive in what seems to be the central control chamber of the whole Colossus, called, helpfully, Central Control. As to how we can reach it, do you remember when you infiltrated Midas? There was that cavernous room with the dirty great city in it. Well, spotted one of the floating platforms which goes back and forth between there and the place we need to go. The quickest route is to the city, is straight through the Giant's Head. We'll go in through the hatch you opened up for us last time, take care of any guards, and search the rescue platform I mentioned. And secure the rescue platform I mentioned, not search. Meanwhile, the chief and the others will be making their way to you via Midas. After setting out in advance to sweep the place of any nasty surprises. Once you've all rendezvoused, it will be time to start in the control room, while me and Wedge stage a little diversion. Got all that? Good. And let's get cracking on some Illuminati skulls.
Going in as Monk, I see. Just gotta look at something really quick. Okay. Gonna do something different. Fair. Breath of the Creator.
Monk.
Damn. Ingress.
This is forward and back. Right.
Nope, not. Oh, really? I guess they're all just like playing on the song and developing it further, right? Next one is Don't fall. Don't fall. Aw, damn, he fell. Into the abyss he goes. Big sad, big sad. Bum bum bum. What about true? You're just taking an abyss nap now.
Excellent work, old friend. That platform is our shortcut to the heart of the machine. All seems quiet on our front. Seven hells, we've got company.
That's true. Even then, sometimes you can see the body and they will still come back to life.
Ah, there you are, little. We were met by a small welcoming party, but it was nothing we couldn't handle. Biggs and Wedge just contacted me as well. They're headed to the they're headed here as we speak. Round rocks. Undead is still dead. Still a problem, but still dead. True. So this is the Enigma Codex. That must be the third and final core. 12 have mercy. If you could but see the volume of ether ensuing from it.
Yes, much swirly bright. Time wings. Can spread. Travel to. Over times. Make bad things good again.
Could it be? Do we truly have the power to change the past? I could erase my mistake. I could see him again.
Three years ago, Mead lost dear one. Mead wants dear one back, yes? Round Rocks. Round Rocks helps Mead.
Round Rocks, no. You must save your strength.
Mead worries too much. Round Rocks is strong, Gobby. Uplanders, hold on to brain cases. Time wings spread.
Seven Hells, has the girl gone mad? Stop this, Round Rock. Stop it, I say.
Hey. We can't be letting this happen. Because people don't understand that 10-year-long story coming to an end is, you know, going to have to round out for the next story. Honest, Endwalker is an amazing expansion. Yep. I used to watch a lot of, what's his name's in OC Vex, but he's just been, like, having so many, like, this is why Endwalker was really bad, and it's just like, I got, man, I don't... Yeah. The ones that I like are, why do people think Endwalker is a bad expansion? But it's not a bad expansion.
Biggs, where are we?
And why is everything spinning?
Biggs, Wedge, can you hear me? Round Rocks has engaged Alexander's time distortion machine. Or mechanism. We're hurtling into the past, not towards, into. We're... What?
Then it's all for clicks and stuff. It's not a bad expansion. It boils down to three things. Story didn't go the way they wanted, it was too easy, or Shadowbringers was better. I'm gonna go off the basis and assume that a lot of people don't take into account that most of Endwalker was done while in quarantine, and they said that several times, and it just can't get through their head. Is this a paradox? Biggs, over here. You're not gonna believe this. Yeah. Again, it's like people saying Avengers Endgame is bad because it wasn't as good as Infinity War. Brothers, it's the same thing split into two parts. Like, Shadowbringers and Endwalker work hand in hand like Infinity War and Endgame do. That's why I always say the thing of, if you play through Endwalker, if you play through Endwalker, I suggest that you play through it as the same job you did in in Shadowbringers, because it's just furthering the story. And we love paradoxes. That's like one of the best things in a time travel story.
What's me doing down there with those? Hold on. They're performing the summoning ritual. Bugger me. We really are in the past. What in the seven hells? Something's taking control of the Colossus. Hold tight, I think it's about to go berserk.
Gluttony of Berserk, or Berserk of Gluttony? It's extremely hard to end the story. We're while trying to start another. They are doing a good job. Yeah, no, I think they're doing fantastic.
Damn it all. This isn't right. We must abort the summoning. Quick, Mead. The seal.
Diane, no! I like a little scarlet girl. It's like they were working on. Also, let's just look at this really quick.
Look, what is meddling kitten doing?
Metal making kitten doing. Endwalker, and you know, fantastic story that it is. I do genuinely, truly love Endwalker, because like you said, what makes it so good is what happened previously. And then here's where girl pops up. Look at the little lady.
Things have to go according to plan. They have to create the paradox even further.
What makes it good is it's, you know, what happened before it, right? But what makes it amazing is it's leading into a new tale, a new beginning for us. Also, the fact that Yoshi P, you know, him and his team were working on 14 for Endwalker, and maybe a little bit of Shadowbringers, potentially. I don't know how long they were working on 16 for, but then also 16 was there. So, yeah, there's going to be a little bit of a difference, but it's fantastic. Which really makes me want to play through 16 again. I actually might start up a solo playthrough soon. 'Twould seem that we are back in our own time.
Past is made right. We are returned to now times. Treasure hunter friends died, as it is writ. As it must be. Uplanders serve quick thinks well today.
Riley, how you doing?
Uplanders are not grasping meaning. Quick thinks breaks into bitty pieces. Fit in Uplanders' tiny brains cases. Time is flat round shape. All things Uplander and Gobbies did are doing and do and will do.
And will do.
Doings happen over and over and over. Sorry, again, for all times.
Sorry, that phrasing really hurt my brain for a second. Saying hi. Just rescued our favorite one-armed general. Yeah, let's go.
Progress.
I'm excited to see what you think of the story as it unfolds even further. And now to sleep. Well, have a good night, Riley. Hope your day goes fantastic tomorrow.
So, when Mead and her friends attempted to summon Alexander 3 years ago, what they actually saw was us traveling back in time. But that's madness.
Time is an endless circle. My failure, my pain, my suffering, it was all doomed to unfold like this from the very beginning.
Yeah, time is like a linear loop, sweetheart. Let us away, quickly.
Mead must hurry.
No, nothing remains for me out there. My past, my future, my reason for being, it all ended before it ever began.
Mead.
We have 2 more. I wonder if I can get these in 30 minutes. Or less.
Chief, your stroller, and Round Rocks. Gods, I've never been so bloody glad to see you. I thought we'd never make it back in one. Wait, where's Mead?
Pshuk. Mead stayed behind in Giant of Whirly Cogs, all because of Round Rocks. Round Rocks must go back in a Giant of Whirly Cogs. Save Mead.
You leave that to us, child. Wedge, get Jessie on that link pearl and tell her to bring the Excelsior around.
Jessie.
Though I don't care much for the answer, we finally know the truth behind the events of the day 3 years past. The Illuminati masterminded the massacre, and through some ungodly trick of time, 'twas us that brought them to their deed, to do the deed. What about Mead? The only thing keeping her going was the hope of her abused soul lived on in the machine. But seeing what happened to the poor bastard. Aye, we witnessed the truth with our own eyes, sucked into the core of the Colossus and sated the primal's appetite. If aught remains of him, it is no more than a heat and light. Quickthink says the future's already been writ, eh? We're fighting for a losing battle? Well, We've got just a thing or two to say about that, don't we, Little? Round Rocks is safe with us, which means the Illuminati won't be turning back time on us anymore. And that's not all. Thanks to your efforts, we've got ourselves a straight path to the third and final core. Aye. That very heart of the Colossus put it out of action, and the whole thing will grind to a halt. Let's go, Little. We'll show the Illuminati the future's yet to be decided, and save Mead while we're at it.
Heart of the Creator. Ooh, Black Mage. Should have asked if you were ready, but I apologize for that. I turned that off actually. Wait. Whoa, that's just a giant ether crystal. Ooh, nice fit. Right, this is the one where if you don't go onto the platform, yeah. Forward and back, forward and back. This doesn't make sense. Forward and back, forward and back.
Let's go.
I think out of a lot of the raid weapons, like the special ones, right? Alexander might have one of my favorites. Like the overall design. And you know, brightness. Outstanding, little. Another Illuminati creation, reduced to scrap metal. I'll wager the mere sight of you is just enough to send the gobby scurrying back to the drawing board. We can do Savage for the weapon and mounts at a time. I might still be playing a bit even after stream because I want to get my my book done for the week. I want to start doing some of it. How many times do we have to run Savage?
There it is, the heart of the beast. Only now I see it up close do I comprehend the true scale of the thing. To have reached the size in so short a space of time, the core must be taking in either at positively ungodly rate.
Savage mounts are guaranteed. Ooh. I did not remember that. That's dope. The weapon coffers give exactly what you want. I actually want to double check and look at which one so I know which one I want to work towards if it's the katana or if I want to do the, I technically get whatever, but probably get the axe if anything. EX mounts are random. That's fair.
The core must be taking in ether at a positively ungodly rate. I will be willing to wager that it can regrow itself faster than we could ever hope to chip away at it. Which means we need to change tack. The central control room houses everything required to operate the Colossus. It is not inconceivable that it might offer us a way to regulate or even shut off the flow of ether to the core. Of course, any attempt to control Alexander will doom to fail without the guidance of the Enigma Codex. And there's only one person alive who can access its secrets.
But Chief, do we really need to drag that poor girl back in there? What if she falls into the Illuminati's hands again?
Shook. Uplanders waste time. Their tongue flaps. Quick thinks has seen future. True future. But it ends badly for Uplanders. Very, very badly. Uplanders think they can, they just lazy walk into central control. Quick thinks not. All passages are sealed. All floaty boards disabled. Only way left is here. Through core crammer. Core chamber. I know how to read. But when Uplander come next, it will be Uplander's end time. Quick thinks has seen it. Bad Shaona.
I didn't even get to click that.
Oi, Wedge. Is it just me or you getting the feeling we've seen this all happen before?
It is the Watcher Book of Backrix. And look, writings end where Backrix leaves off, when Shaona sends Watcher Books spinny falling from Backrix's fingers.
But you mean to say the book Quick Things has been reading from all this time is your journal? The same journal that slipped from your hands when we traveled back in time? So that's how he was able to anticipate our every move. He's no prophet, he's just a gobby with delusions of grandeur and a diary from the future. So, the glorious bleed in future he was always going on about is the one that was nothing but backwards' record of the stuff we'd already seen?
Bugger me.
I just had a thought. Oi, cat. Are you Schrodinger from the shortstop?
Or you Quick Thinks is familiar? Shauna. Twice for yap. Was it, Chief?
We knew it. She's both.
After Schrodinger tumbled down from the Colossus, and didn't ask me how she survived the drop, Quick Thinks. I took her in. I gave her a new name. It's like they're two cats, but also one at the same time.
Setting aside the moment of, for the moment of question of whether or not that even makes sense, what possesses the confounded cat, or that confounded cat, whatever you want to call her, to do this in the first place? I swear she's done this. All she's done is made a right old mess of everything.
Now, Wedge. Taking our frustrations out on a mewling kitten won't get us any closer to dismantling the core. Getting back to the crux of the matter. Backrix, you said the journal ends right where you left off, yes? That is nothing but blank pages from that point on? Did you hear that, everyone? Though Quick Thinks would have us believe otherwise, the future from here onward, is that, still to be written, and I'll be damned if we won't be the ones to write it.
Are we just leaving the cat there? The baby. Speaking of babies, my dog is barking a storm up right now.
Future book is gone, but no matter. All knowings of true times are safe up here. In Quick Thinks' brain case, Quick Thinks' chosen one. Mender of history, truth is unchanging. True times chose Quick Thinks to do their bidding. True times send Shaona into the past. Deliver to Quick Thinks knowings of future. True times live inside, guiding all of Quick Thinks' doings. Every tongue flap, every busy deal, every brain spark of Quick Thinks brings world closer and closer to perfection. Guides Illuminati to right place as ruler of new world order. True times will not be unmade by ignorant uplanders. Quick Thinks needs no future book, no gobby girl. Quick Thinks needs nothing and no one but own self. Future has been chosen. And future chooses Quick Thinks, yes. Even now, power granted by True Times wells in Quick Thinks' fingertips. Power beyond understanding of Uplander's feeble brain cases. Alexander, Overwatchers.
Oh, Overwatch, whoa, cool.
Of True Times, deliver divine judgment on ignorant Uplanders and crush them out of existence for all times.
Let me see if I got this right. 3 years ago, the quick thinks of back then found a journal that Backrakes of now dropped. Which was only possible because we traveled into the past. What with time being a circle and all. So he had us look inside, and not knowing the truth of the matter, got it into his head that he was some sort of prophet. Chosen to set history straight, and that Shanoa, who miraculously delivered the book to him, was a messenger from the future, sent to show him the way. That's all well and good, but the question remains, why did that bloody cat start this in the first place? What could she possibly stand to gain from setting in motion this ridiculous convoluted series of events? Another answer found, another question raised. Eh, Little? Judgment Day. Alright, Little. This is it. We still don't know how exactly we're going to disable the core, but we do know that our only chance is to get back to that central control room. We also know that there's only one way in, and that Quick Thinks isn't going to let us through without a fight. Now we can be pretty sure he can't see the future, not anymore at least, without Round Rocks to read the codex for him. He won't be turning back time on us either, but he still has the power. He's still a power-mad maniac with some of the deadliest machina in the realm at his disposal. And after losing that book of his, I'd wager his trigger finger's feeling pretty bleedin' itchy. Aye, we'd best be ready for a battle and a half. Muscle against metal, man against machine. Gods, I don't know whether to laugh, cry, or soil myself. We have both three, in that order. And, anyways, here come the chief now. It's time to move out.
Time to laugh, cry, and then shit himself. That is what he wants, because it is exactly what he is able to do.
Tick tock, tick tock. Time moves on. Imperfect passing, giving way to perfect future. Worthy of unworthy. Worthy or unworthy. A place of the New World Order. Alexander will judge.
Tick tock. Hey, buddy boy, how you doing, huh?
Yes, all is as Quick Think foresees. Truth hammer of Alexander falls on uplanders. Ignorant and unworthy are not welcome in Illuminati future. Here uplanders meet their end times. What? Freeze time field is deactivated. No matter, uplanders will be reduced to smolder dust. Fire!
Maybe. We jumped out of the way. It was a little stuttery, but that's my fault. I accidentally clicked off the screen. I didn't notice.
Seven Elves. Now that was a bit too close for comfort. Is everyone alright? Colossus inside the Colossus. Look, I don't know what that thing was, but I'm pretty damn sure I know where it went. accurately when it went, and if I'm not mistaken, we're looking at its isolated distortion of time. The only question is, when our metal friend will reappear. Better not to wait, lest it catch us unawares. This is why I need you to head into the distortion and dismantle that thing. Secure a path to the central control while you do. Good luck.
Yes, sir. I am helpful here. Soul of the Creator. Fate discovered nearby. Alright, Soul of the Creator. All ready, Claire? I will be eating a fat stack of food after this. I don't know what food specifically tonight, but I will figure something out to eat. Good to go. I've been thinking of good little side note here. I've been thinking of what game I want to play on stream next. Now, part of me wants to run through 7 and Crisis Core, but or 7 Remake and Crisis Core, but I might save that for a little closer to launch of Rebirth. So I don't know if I want to do a Nier game or if I want to start playing through the Kingdom Hearts game slowly. I say slowly because it'll take me ages to beat them, but still.
Gonna hit up Olive Garden.
Ooh. Unlimited breadsticks? Mega holy.
They helped.
Big boy.
Executing Judgment Protocol in 10.
You stay out here and keep his attention. I'll go and stop that. Okay.
Ouchie.
Hello, Mr. Alexander. How you doing? I was told to stay out here and talk with you. So, what's good, man, huh? Ouch. Sins of the Creator. Ba-ba-da. Alexander complete. Way at the end.
Oh, little toy Alexander.
You're hungry yourself? Okay. Have a good rest of your night, Claire. Hope the food is banging. And thank you for helping out. It means a lot. By helping out, I mean literally doing all the stuff. On later, we can go for... Ooh, I might be down for that. I'm not sure if I'm going to be at my computer or not for much of the night. So, I'll let you know in the Discord if anything. Or on the game itself.
You do not disappoint, old friend. The path to control the room is clear. Everyone follow me.
Okay.
The flow of ether to the core must be stopped. Pray lend us your strength one more time, child.
Bam. Bam, bam, bam.
When Quick Thinks winds back time, doing of Uplanders will be undone. History will be rewritten and Illuminati will rule over New World Order.
Huh. If you think you can take on Round Rocks from us, you're welcome to try.
Foolish Uplanders, knowings of the Enigma Codex are not known to just one.
What the? The damn thing's responding to him.
Uplanders are slow-seeing. Quick Things never needed Gobby Girl from beginning.
Well, the final core is activated and Alexander fully awakens. Its power will be such that it could entirely consume any who sought to control it. You were too craven to risk your own life until you had no choice.
Treasure Hunter! But Treasure Hunter is too slow coming. Future has chosen.
You poor deluded fool. You never did work it out, huh? Did you? The future doesn't choose us. We choose the future.
Damn, she executed him. Kinda dope, not gonna lie.
Now, child.
Everything shut downs now.
So the knowledge of the Enigma Codex allowed you to disable the core.
Our stores are depleting rapidly. Without a steady supply of ether, it is only a matter of time before the whole thing grinds to a halt and fades away.
Round Rocks is glad to see Treasure Hunter safe. But now, is Treasure Hunter sneaky hiding from Illuminati?
I don't know. There was a great shaking, and it was all thrown from my feet into some dark, cramped place. Must have lost consciousness, but I don't remember anything until a few moments ago. Sounds like to me you had a nice nap in a rubbish chute. But what matters is you're safe, and with that, I think we can declare this operation a success. Twould seem our work here is done. Let us take our leave. That's creepy.
Damn it. Damn it all. Didn't we kill the bastard?
Bzzznk. Negative. Quick Think's better built own body made stronger than ordinary gooby. Quick Thinks is not unmade by simple flesh wound.
Got his head off.
Better built, Seven Hells. That's not a mask. That's his face. He's more machina than goblin.
O Alexander, Lord of Steel and Whirly Cogs, outspread the wings of time. Let ignorant and unworthy feel divine judgment.
The Codex is responding. He means to turn to the past. Return to the past.
Access denied. What means this?
Red glow. Alexander's refusing to obey his commands?
Alexander, junk brain machine, Quick Thinks his chosen one, tongue flaps of Quick Thinks must be obeyed. Nope.
It would seem Alexander has achieved what a simple flesh wound could not. Quick Thinks is permanent deactivation. Quite how and why is less clear. If I did not know better, I would say the machine has a mind of its own. Diane, my love, could it truly be you?
You were in there all this time, weren't you? Watching over me, keeping me safe.
Did it just blink twice?
Look at me, the machines are talking to her.
So his soul was really in the primal all this time. Chief, is that even possible? The core, without the codex to bridle its power, it rages out of control. It drinks the ether like no primal I have ever known. We must stop it now, lest Eorzea be dry. Be bled dry. Finally, I see why you summoned me to this place, isn't it, my love? I thank you for guiding me here, little, and round rocks. Know that I shall always treasure the time we shared. Farewell, my friends. Mead, no, Mead must not go. Aw. Skewered.
My friends, leave this place. Leave now. Fear not, Alexander will trouble you no longer.
Come on, cat. My love, what is this place?
How best to put it? We stand inside a mathematical simulation calculated and projected by the device at the heart of the Colossus. One might equally say that this is a dream that Alexander dreams.
And what of our companions? Are they...
Their fate was not mine to change, Mead. All that came to pass did so for a reason. History is as it was, as it should be, free of paradoxes that spelled its undoing. From this place, unfettered by the mortal constructions of time, Alexander looks out upon past, present, and future, seeing infinite possibilities. I see what it sees and feel what it feels, the perfect machine born from yearning for an ideal world.
Born from yearnings of an ideal world.
Oh, if you could see the worlds we have seen. A world in which the Illuminati rule history with an iron fist, every nation brought to their yoke. A world in which Alexander spread wings of time and swept the lesser moon from the heavens, averting the calamity. Alexander dreamed all the realities imaginable, and all realities mathematically computable, and in the end, reached a single logical conclusion. It would change nothing and erase itself from his existence.
But why?
Alexander possesses the power to travel through time and space and reshape history for the better. But such power comes at a great cost. The sheer quantity of aether consumed in process means Alexander itself would mayhap not immediately, but inevitably bring ruin to this world. This perfect machine, this supreme manifestation of logic and science, deemed its own existence a threat. And so it chose to do nothing, to leave history untouched, and the future in the hands of man. With all his imperfections, such was Alexander's divine judgment. A time will come for the fate of this world to be placed in the hand of one warrior, for the reasons hidden to me. The future, from that day forth, remains shrouded in mystery. Beyond even the Colossus's ability to calculate, and yet Alexander chose to believe in that man and the light within him. I met that man, my love. I believe in him too.
You give me goosebumps, honestly.
There was but a single time Alexander spurred into action, not to change history, but to preserve it. The summoning of the Colossus and the events that followed had potentially disastrous consequences for reality. Its fabric strained to accommodate the infinite numbers of potential futures separated by nary a thread. Were the wings of time to fall into the hands of the Illuminati, the repercussions would be dire indeed. History would be rewritten over and over again, each time bleeding the land of ether. And in the end, the Colossus would usher in another calamity. To prevent this tragedy, to preserve the circle of time, time as it has already been set in motion, Alexander sent forth humble servants to do its bidding.
Aw, kitty cat.
A clockwork Corel, an eternal child, to gently nudge history back into its proper path. But now remains one task. Having become one with the horn is nigh indestructible. It would only regrow itself until it bled the world dry, until we must heed Alexander's wish and seal it away from far reach of man. A closed pocket of space-time, a fraction of an instant that would repeat in perpetuity for all eternity. That is where the core must go, and us with it. Don't you see, my love? We are already there. In coming here to you, I have closed the circle of time. I am all but certain of it. When I accepted the horn all those years ago, the man who gave it to me said that it had the power to grant any wish. And so I took it in hand. I prayed and prayed with every ounce of my will for the one true desire in my heart. To be with you forever.
What if you get sick of him? What if she gets annoyed with him? Okay.
Rodrox is back in Idleshire with the chief. Everyone is safe and sound. Except for me, that is. Poor lass had a flair for the dramatics. But to think she'd throw herself into the core. It's odd, though. I could have sworn I heard her voice in there, saying the Colossus would trouble us no more. Like some sort of... or something of the sort. And for what it's worth, it has been sleeping like a baby ever since we got out. And that's not half of it. Take a closer look inside the barrier a little. Looks like time is standing still. Bug it if I know what all of it means, but I'd like to believe Mead and her love somehow sealed away the core from us. Soften the blow just a bit, you know?
I will do that tomorrow. I would like to rest for the night. So I'm gonna start saying, Claire, Riley, Luna, Daniel, thank you all for hanging out. Anyone else who has been lurking or, you know, chilling out, it's all highly appreciated. I'll be live again tomorrow around 3 to 4. And yeah. If you're new, please like, please sub. It is highly appreciated. Hopefully we can get to 75 before the year ends. We are 6 off currently. And yeah, I'm going to go have some food because I am starving. So take care and have a fantastic rest of your night, everyone.